Hello, Namaste. This is Ira Sahai. I'm back again with another D-Life Diploma course review video. I have with me today Venkatesh Chakkilam, who's a BTech and MS from the University of Dayton, Ohio. He teaches Advaita Vedanta. Um, Venkatesh says that D-Life has helped me not only with regards to my own health, but my parents' wife and kids' nutrition goals also. He says he was 110 kilos in 2023 and now he's 75 kilos. Without D-Life, I went down up to 67 kilos, but I was having no nutritional knowledge and I did OMAD blindly, which is 1 meal a day blindly, plus 30 minutes of cardio or or whatever exercise that he was doing. But after joining D Life and getting educated, I do it comfortably with a 16 to is to 8 hour intermittent fasting window and 50 to 100 gram carbs max a day, which is Anup's protocol. Despite being a vegetarian, Venkatesh has been able to maintain the same weight even if he doesn't work out much. Thanks to D Life, which taught him the power of right nutrition and also the ease, also the ease and precision of doing low carb on an Indian vegetarian diet, the principles on which D-Life was founded by Anup Singh in 2014 for Indian vegetarians. Before that, before we begin, this is Ira Sahai. I am the CEO of D-Life Healthcare Private Limited, also a practicing metabolic health coach certified from D-Life. Venkatesh, welcome to the D-Life course review video. How have you been?
Thank you, Ira ma'am. I'm doing good.
Okay, so very, very interesting bio there. And, how did you come into nutrition given the background that you have?
So actually, this is I'm we stay in a joint family. So after my master, so I'm back in India. So along with my parents, So as usual, in every household, so as my parents age, so we see them having diabetes and the diabetes being a debilitating condition. So we see them, and that's how I thought. Let me research about it, and I started following few people from D Life, like Shashiji, Arunji, Anupji, and yourself, ma'am. So, and I was very inspired by looking at the success stories and the kind of work you all are doing. And so that's how I came into D Life.
That's a very interesting story. And, reading this is so heartening that you've even, when you've been reading the tweets and you've been knowing about the, success stories that we achieve or the outcomes that we achieve on a D-Life low carb protocol of Anup's 100 gram max. And, it is so heartening because I think I have so many people who I've interviewed, who've done the course, completed the course, they've talked about the same thing. And somewhere it strikes you that it's so workable. A lot of people who have gained from the 100 gram carbs protocol. So I think being a vegetarian, how did you find it? Is it difficult? Is it easy? Because you do hear from a handful of people that it's not possible to do 100 gram carbs, and especially on a vegetarian diet. But here you are doing it on 50 to 100 gram max, and thanks to
Yes,
D
ma'am.
Life. I mean, the nuances of doing low carb. That's what I always say. Wheat is not low carb. So, but what do you do when you replace wheat? So often the reply comes that we take millets, but you know what we take. We don't need to disclose that, but you know
Yeah,
what we do at D Life.
yeah,
Yeah.
surely, ma'am, surely.
Yeah. So Venkatesh, now that you've completed the course, tell us about the course itself. How did you come to the course? Of course, you said that you were following us on Twitter. But now, after that, after you've completed the course, how did you find the course itself? What is the USP of the course?
So the course, in itself, as I mentioned in few of my Twitter posts, the course is itself compiled like a slowly opening eyes with respect to so many areas of chronic illnesses and so many ways how we are all as though hypnotized by the pharma industry, by the food industry. So the course step by step, my personal experiences, the course step by step has demolished this kind of a hypnosis we were in. So personally, I'm like amazed to see such a course really exists, because not just one aspect like diabetes or hypertension is talked about. We see cancer protocols, we see with respect to liver, fatty liver, with respect to inflammation, with respect to autophagy, with respect to so many, the huge spectrum of chronic illnesses were dealt with so thoroughly in the course, and quoting evidences from the researchers all around the world. Whereas on the contrast, if we look at our medical industry, they are still stuck with the narratives of the 80s, and they America, in terms of research and all in the world, they have moved far ahead. whereas we are still stuck in their 20 years old narrative, 20, 30 years old narratives. So it's a very sad thing to see.
Yeah, Venkatesh, I totally agree with you. And you said your parents have also benefited from low carb. And tell us if they had any conditions, because Twitter is a very hilarious place. And, of late we have had a doctor who was, arguing and putting forth this point that it's very
Yeah.
dangerous. So how dangerous has it been for your parents and your wife and your child and yourself?
Ma'am, as I told, my dad has diabetes, and that was diabetes and BP both. So it's a deadly combination. So when I meet people with these two combinations, I say it's a very deadly combination, and we have to take care of ourselves. So here I get schooled many times, ma'am, from close knit people and from doctors, from people. They say it's a we have to eat 6 meals a day, and you to keep the body going. So I think they are heading towards eat 6 meals a day and get a cardiac arrest as soon as you can and go away rather than staying alive. So I don't know. It looks to me like that. I'm so surprised. But personally, with respect to my dad's health goals, so I've been able to meet that goals. And his HbA1c earlier, it was around 8 and 7.5, and mostly above the range. But now when we have adopted this low carb diet, so always it has been around 6.5, not more than that.
Mm. So it really has been dangerous, but not to you, to the farmer, shells, I would say. So
Certainly.
it's very, very dangerous. Yes. Now I agree there. So one of the dangerous situations that we have just encountered is of Venkatesh, who's brought his father's HbA1c and also hypertension down considerably only through diet. So medicines have also halved, Venkatesh.
Yeah, actually, the doctor was surprised to see my dad's HbA1c, so he put him off the meds. Actually,
Congratulations. So
yeah,
it's
thank you.
very dangerous for a few people, but I think most doctors are on board now. At least in the doctors that we have in D Life, and many of whom are also in the admin and the core team of D Life. And these are the good doctors, as I call them, because we really value and love them, because they are the ones who are interested in remission. They're not interested in pushing pills, and that's the reason why 50 doctors are now enrolled into the D Life diploma course. Venkatesh, tell us, how is the community, D Life community, and the resources, the forum, the recipes? How has it empowered you? And we'll come to the WhatsApp later.
Yeah, yeah, surely. So D Life community forum, and it is a very I'm just amazed to see such a community exists in India, man. Because in India, if we don't have this community, we are so helpless, and we are just eaten alive by people, by the mainstream narratives. They just dismiss us, just like, who are you? We have studied like so many years. We are doctors, so they just dismiss us without any evidence. So just with that a patriarchal attitude. So just because they have a degree, but here in D Life we realize that it is a result which matters. See, it is not whether a doctor has got the results through the meds, or we have done it through the lifestyle. So ultimately, what matters is the client's health. So from DLife, we see how much support given from the administration, like Anup ji and yourself. So we see how crucial your role is as maintaining this community and taking it forward. Because without this, I don't think it'll be easy for us.
Yeah, and now talk about the very interesting WhatsApp community that we have. So essentially, I will sum it up. If Venkatesh, correct me if I am wrong. We have a forum access which is given complimentary for 6 months from the date of internship. It is not part of the course, but because of the goodwill and to handhold our enrollees, we give that complimentary. Now you pay for the certificate, you get the certificate, and that's the end of the story with most courses. DLife has been in existence since 2014, and the 10 years of premium curated data is given to every enrollee to help him establish himself as a coach for free. This is not part of the course, but it's given out of goodwill. Same for the WhatsApp community. So yesterday we did a lot of very refreshing cleanup, Venkatesh, and we already have about 300 members in the WhatsApp community, which is also complimentary. How do you feel about the spirit of the WhatsApp community itself? Because a lot of discussion is going on there as well.
And personally, I feel that WhatsApp group is a very much required thing, which you are doing as an extra, as a complimentary thing, as something which you don't charge for it, because it is a culture we have, which has to change, ma'am. See, it is very easy. Actually, low carb is pretty easy, but the culture at home, the culture at parties, the culture at corporate offices, the culture itself is it builds on a lot of pressure in every individual. So out of pressure, we are like gullible to that culture. So D Life, so this community is something which helps us free from this hold of culture. So I think it plays a very important role, and seeing that people don't recognize it. And ma'am, as an organization, D Life can only be tackled by another organization, but not by a bunch of individuals. So how many ever they are. So it is an individual really cannot do anything to they think that they can damage their life and do whatever. We see this kind of attitude by some people, but
But
I
this is
don't think.
actually very interesting because it gives us some comic relief, actually, Venkatesh. We have been in existence for 10 plus years when most people were changing diapers proudly. Anup has been around since 2011. And he has been the one who started the low carb movement in India. So all these newborn babies, it's a good thing to copy. And Anup is an inspiration for all of us. So the
Yeah.
amount of attention that we get, such dedicated attention, I'm so flattered. I'm really flattered. Venkatesh, coming back to the course itself, are you already practicing as a coach?
Yes, ma'am. I'm already practicing as a coach.
Okay, and what kind of clients are you handling? Because I'm sure people would want to know and reach out to you, and where are you located, and your social media handle. So if you could give us a glimpse into the clients that you've handled already.
So I'm looking at fatty liver plus hypertension plus diabetes. So this is a very complicated issue, which this client was actually prescribed by doctors, prescribed millet diet, and this millet diet has caused this severe IBS in the person. So severe that even drinking water, he's causing this kind of acid reflux. Even drinking a glass of water. So this is the kind of a severity my client was undergoing few months back, and now thanks to our low carb diet and the 100 grams max protocol, so I totally cut the millet diet off from this diet. And
So how many grams of, sorry to interrupt you, Venkatesh, how many grams of carbs are you following the low carb D life way?
100 max per day. so
So that's quite doable. What do you have to say to the clowns who say, 120, 140, as Anoop says, you roll a dice to arrive at any figure just because 100 grams is Anoop's protocol. So do anything just to, move away from that. But Dr. Ken very recently tweeted, I think just 2 days back, that anything above 100 grams and you will see the repercussions. So I'm very interested in knowing that you yourself are a vegetarian, and you said, which I also keep saying, especially for my vegetarian clients, they are even having party food even at 50 gram carbs per day. So anywhere between 50 to 100, because you have the access to the best low carb vegetarian recipes in the world, which is D-Life.
yeah.
So of course, I can understand people who say, 140 because they do not have access to recipes, and, they are not part of the community. My sympathies, but, we are able to do that very well. Can you elaborate on that, Venkatesh? Is he
So
under 100 grams carbs, and is he enjoying his food?
yes, ma'am. Surely the food is enjoyable and more tasty. Actually, see, it's like, ma'am, you see the culture at homes. See something it's cooked in the afternoon, they'll just heat it up in the evening or in the night, just because they want to eat. They have to eat. They have to eat, but not because they want to eat or the food is going to help them with their health. So this is where most of our job is as a metabolic health coach, to point out that food is what you eat is what your body is. So that is where we take care. We address the roots. And as Anupji says, anyone who is talking about 100 plus grams of carbs per day, they are just clowns, parroting the ADA bullshit. So with the
No,
guidelines
no,
of
that
ADA.
it's not their fault, Venkatesh. The
Yeah,
problem is they don't have access to D-Life recipes. I mean, we have 2000 plus, in our
yeah,
pockets right there. And,
sure.
you can just probably move your fingers and search up a recipe, and, you can give it to your mentees. And that's such and no underestimating the fact that they actually have good food and party food. I mean, as one of my mentees also tweeted a few days back, I posted his review. But anyways, I mean, this is so heartening to know that you are also sticking to 100 gram carbs. I think all of us at D Life are just, we enjoy such jokes on Twitter where they say, 100 grams is not doable and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah. it's really entertaining to,
I want to add one more point. I see even you posting desserts, which are keto desserts. That sounds so innovative of you. So, that's one
Yeah,
point to
I've
add.
posted a lot on the forum as well, and
Yeah.
I think there's one recipe which still needs to be posted, on Anoop's end. But I think I can just, within 100 grams, I don't even need to reach 100 grams, and I'm talking about my vegetarian mentees. And I'm sure you will agree, you are having one of the best foods in 50 to 100 grams. So even 50 grams is doable if you know how to do it right. So don't blame it on people. You're just kind of displaying your ignorance. So Venkatesh, tell us, how can people reach you if they want to, engage you professionally?
So I'm based out of Hyderabad, and you can reach me on my Twitter handle. So it's Venkatesh Chakkilam. So as by my name, and this is how you can reach me anytime.
You
Yeah.
want to give out your phone number or email address?
Yeah, I'll give out my phone number. So it's 94567 888889. So I'll repeat
Okay.
again. 94567 888889. That's my phone number. I'll be available anytime during the day. So if anyone wants to reach me.
Yeah, so people who are watching this, who stay in and around Hyderabad, Venkatesh is a DLife certified metabolic health coach. He also is practicing now and handling complicated cases. If you need help with your metabolic health, if you are a vegetarian especially, please get in touch with Venkatesh and see the magic of low carb, the DLife way. Venkatesh, do you want to say anything to the prospective enrollees of the course or those who want to know why they should enroll into the course?
Ma'am, to anyone who is not even having any chronic illness, but anyone who wants to know more about food, whatever food we eat, to know anything about that. So I don't think there's a better place than day life. So to just understand what you eat, so how to eat, so how to be healthy. So ऐसा नहीं है कि भगवान के भरोसे हम कुछ भी खा लेंगे तो भगवान कब ले जाएगा तब ले जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं है. तो हमको we have this life, so live life in a healthy way. This is our choice to make. So anyone who is even having a dash of interest in their health and food, in their family's health, so I encourage them to really take this D-Life metabolic health this course.
Yeah, and this is coming from Venkatesh, who's a BTech and MS from the University of Dayton, Ohio, who also teaches Advaita Vedanta and is now a real life certified practicing metabolic health coach. Before we wind up, a little bit of information on the course itself. We are the largest content on low carb nutrition and metabolic health in the world. We are the only ones from India to have CPD accreditation of massive 144 hours, which is the highest globally. No other course has it. We have the largest content, 800 plus references, 200,000 plus words, 60 plus relevant videos. I think we've updated that as well. And in the next video, probably I'll give that, a breakup. There's lifetime access to the course unless there's a violation of TOS. We recently had a case of, grave violation of TOS where the person distributed a course login illegally, probably also sold it. So unless such TOS violation happens, there is no restriction to on the access to the course. There is 6 months additional complimentary access to the forum from the start of internship. So while you're doing the course, you also get the forum access, which is complimentary, which is 10 years of premium curated data, be life. And there is no recertification clause to our course. Additionally, we are the only legally attainable course in India approved by the Government of India under Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship by NSDC partner. We are also India's only CPD SO UK accredited course. There is no other course. We have the biggest 144 CPD hours credit, global biggest. We are the SMHP approved CMHE provider. As I said, course gives free access to dlive.in platform. What does the platform have? It has about 5,000 plus combined success stories, 250 plus documented success stories of DLife alone. And there are 2,500 plus original low carb, keto, vegetarian, non vegetarian recipes, 200 plus podcasts. We have the largest content on low carb nutrition and metabolic health. As I said, we have one of the biggest libraries of low carb resource materials. We have a robust forum of discussion and long threads on cases, which we call the forum discussion, where you have the recipes, the case threads. So every case is searchable. If you are dealing with a client and you need help, forum is the place where you post the blood work and you get help from the mentors. In addition, we also have a 24/7 WhatsApp community where there's a lot of bonding, learning, and fun. And this is also complimentary. It is not part of the course. So people who enroll into the course, they get complimentary access to the forum. They get complimentary access to the recipes, to the old case threads, to also case handholding while they are looking at clients, to also WhatsApp community. The only thing that they pay for is the certification. Venkatesh, anything else that you would want to add to our session today?
I'm very thankful to you yourself and Anoopji both for giving us this kind of a platform to study and to even talk. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for being part of the robust tea life community. And we feel very refreshed after a massive cleanup yesterday. We removed about I don't know remember the number, but basically inactive people and people who are that you don't bring anything to the table. So as I've always said in a post review podcast and these sessions that we'll always look at having a team now that we are a private limited entity. We'll always look at a team that brings something to the table, that shows up as a team. They don't have place for people who are, fly by night, solo player. I do it alone. I'm self taught. All of that we don't encourage. And if you are part of the, complimentary access forum, recipes, and the WhatsApp community, team members expect you to stand up with the team, for the team, always with the team. And just to, I think you know already that we have about 8 to 10 doctors in the admin, as the admin of D Life,
Yeah.
and about 17 people in the core committee. So that's a very, very robust, operations, and 3 directors. Of course, as I'm one of them, Anup is the other, and one more. So this is how we operate, and we are always with and for the team. We always keep the team ahead of us, and we always have your back. So you're still part of the community, Venkatesh, and you'll
Yes, ma'am.
always be part of the community because we honor, love, and respect team members, who stand and don't compete with each other, with their own team members primarily. So with that spirit, I come to the end of this course review video. This is Ira Sahai signing off. Thank you, Venkatesh, for
Thank you.
speaking to me. And I'll be back again with another D-Life Diploma course review video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.